All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Corchin, and here on June 11th for our weekly team time. Thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule. We know it's always an option, a choice to spend this time learning and investing in your business. So we're glad when you can make it on live. And if you can't make it on live, we always have them recorded because we know your schedules are busy. So thanks for being on. And I have real excited tonight to share about the new challenge that we're going to offer as a way to reach out, connect with more people, and possibly connect them into our system if that's something that works well for them. So it's very similar to what we've done in the past, which we've called focus groups in the past, but basically this is going to be called the Summer Shed and Shred 28-Day Challenge. And you know what I think before we even start, maybe Carol, I'll have you share, because Carol, you came in and joined us actually as a result of one of these focus groups. So you want to unmute yourself. So just kind of maybe share about how you learned about it and what made you take that next step.
Well, it was God's timing, I'm sure, because I don't know that any other time if I had seen a flyer, I would have done anything. But I was at work and I was just at a point where I was desperate. I kind of lost hope, was actually thinking, okay, I'm just going to be that aunt that's overweight, and that's just me. I can't lose weight. But I couldn't, and I kept trying to tell myself, be happy with myself. This is you. And I couldn't. And then I went into the break room and there was the flyer about I think that was a 30-day, but anyway, a challenge, a focus group. And I said, okay, I gotta try it. I mean, it just was something. 30 days, I can give it a try, and we'll see if it'll work. I just gotta try it. So, and because it was also your husband, it was Larry. It was somebody I recognized the name, and I knew I'd never really heard about the program. I just knew I had heard some people in the office had done this program and really lost weight, and I actually went to another Jamie in the office who had done it, and I said, "Can you tell me, don't tell me, you don't have to tell me about the program itself, but is it worth looking into?" He goes, "Yes, it is." And that was it.
That's good. I really love what you said there. Like, it wasn't like a random flyer or a random something that from somebody you didn't know. You had a connection. My husband, Larry, we had made a flyer and he just put it on at the break room. He put some out. Now, I put a lot of those flyers in other times and not really gotten anything from it, but Carol called me. How has your life changed, Carol? Since that, what was your expectation coming in? Were you thinking I'll give this 30 days and see what happens, or?
To be honest, I really don't know. I mean, I don't know that I said, okay, we'll do 30 days and quit. I will say I didn't know how I was going to afford it. So I think in that sense it was, okay, I'll do it 30 days and see how it does and whether I'll keep making it work. As far as how it's changed, it's night and day. I mean, my sister Pat would be able to attest to that. But I mean, I've been back from Texas since 2007. I really didn't have a group of friends. I didn't have community. I had work, came home. That's all I did, and I was miserable. And now, the community means so much. The mindset means so much, and doing so much more with family and friends. I mean, it's been night and day for me.
And how much have you lost?
I have lost 49 and a half.
Oh, I'm waiting for that 50. I was hoping maybe you might say 50. All right, we'll wait for your weigh in.
But almost.
But that's a really great, thank you for sharing, Carol, because it's a really great example of, and we'll talk about this a little bit. We're going to call this a 28-day challenge, etc. I mean, we know that we are not a jump start or a quick start or do this for 30 days and go on and do your own thing. I mean, we really are about lifelong transformation. But for some people, it can be an entry point. It's kind of just two things. It gives us a way to reach out and connect with people. And for others, it gives them an entry point, kind of a safety net. Like, okay, I'm not sure if I can afford it, but let me try this. Or I'm not sure I can commit to this, or I'm not sure it's going to work for me, but let me try it. So it kind of gets them in, and then we know what happens, right? They come in and they experience our community and the coaching and all that we have to offer, and we all realize it's so much more than a 28-day challenge. So this is going to be what this is if you have been with us for a while, we've done focus groups in the past, and I was able to use kind of an automated program to help us with some of that. This one's more a little bit more grassroots, but I'm copying from somebody else, because that's what we do in Optavia, right? We don't have to reinvent the wheel, which is great. So somebody I have a lot of respect for. I saw some post on his wall about this 28-day thing that they were doing, so I started asking questions, and he pretty much has shared with me everything that they're doing, and he has done several of them, and he's a global director. Several of them, they've done really well. So I'm basically just going to mimic and copy what he's done. So what I'm going to do, this will be posted, and I'm going to share my screen and show you some procedures. I'm not going to read them word for word, so you can do it, but it'll help keep me on track, and also keep you on track in terms of what we're doing here. So give me a second to pull it up, and then Julie Apple is going to be sharing with us tonight as well. All right. Carol, just nod at me. I can see you on my screen. Can you see the flyer? Okay. So this will be posted, you guys. This is a coach-only document. All right. So this will be in our group, not anything to be shared. That basically it's a 28-day challenge, and we wanted to offer it starting in the month of June, because we knew that a lot of our coaches were looking for opportunities to reach and connect with people as looking to serve and help more people. So we're going to go ahead and start this. We're going to call it a June challenge, because June starts June 21st, and so we're going to start it the Monday after that and run it for 4 consecutive weeks. And basically what's going to happen is that we're going to have people that are going to we're going to go out and market this, and we're going to encourage them, and we're going to basically be doing health assessments with them, offering our program to them. They do not have to do our program, but once they hear about it, we're going to hope that they do. And then regardless if they choose to do the program or not, they're going to go in, but they want to do the 28-day challenge, they're going to go into our Eat, Live, and Be Optavia Facebook group. Okay, so these people are going to go into our client group. So even if they don't do the program, the likelihood is they're going to start seeing activity and things and happy posts from our clients about what their results are, and they're going to be even more curious about what is our program. So this is a little different than the focus groups in the past, where we kind of said, hey, we want you to do our program for 28 days or 30 days and see what happens. This one, we're going to open it up, and we're going to kind of market it, no obligation, but we are going to do a full health assessment with them. So so basically, and you'll see on the Facebook event, most of this is spelled out. We're going to promote through a Facebook event that you'll be able to share and market on your page. But basically, you'll see here that they're allowed to use, it says, participants are invited to learn about the challenge, complete a health assessment, create a 28-day goal action plan, and explore the Optavia program, meal plans, and products to assist them in achieving their goal and experience the full benefits of using the program. But they are allowed to use whatever meal and exercise program they choose during the 28-day challenge. They're encouraged to share their health goals, plans, barriers, and progress with their health coach, and plug into all the support that we have. So this is going to include, even if the person decides not to do our program, you're going to coach them like you would a client, and call them each week, see what their progress is. And again, it's going to give an opportunity that they can reevaluate and go on our program. And maybe we'll have Beth Bilton share, because something similar happened with Beth on the program. So you are going to do a health assessment with everybody. We're going to have them go through their choice, but we are going to do a health assessment on them before we add them to the Facebook group. So full health assessment. What are your goals? What are you looking for? What have been your obstacles? What are their habits of health? I'd like to go ahead and share with you about our program. Don't say, like share about your program, go through the whole thing. So it starts on Monday the 25th, runs for 4 consecutive weeks. During that time period, there will be a daily post. I'll actually start a day or two before, but there'll be a daily post in there for participants to respond to, sharing their goals. And then each week there'll be a different theme. And so it'd be on a different habit of health each week for them. We'll do some drawings for some gift cards and some fun stuff that will encourage participation. So who are you going to invite to this? this is going to be for all of your connections. The beauty and the brilliance of this gives you the opportunity to start reaching out to people, tell them what you're excited about, that you're offering this challenge. Would they be interested? Do they know somebody that's interested? Lots of people are looking to get in shape for summer. So you're going to reach out to everybody. And these are not just blanket posts that we throw out or, an email. These are personal invites. So, I mean, you can do those layering techniques, but you really, really want to be reaching personally to people, and especially people that you've talked to about the program before that maybe weren't ready yet. So there is going to be a link here that you can actually keep track of people that you've invited. So maybe you've reached out to them and they're not sure. We've got about 2 weeks before it starts. So you can click this link and there's an actual tracking form that you can use for all the people that you've talked to it. I love this. It says the goal is not to get them to join or register, but rather to engage them and educate them on what you're doing and what you're excited about, so it can possibly benefit them or others that they know. So really just going out and sharing. So a couple different ways you can do it. You can do a group email out. You can certainly do that through the back office. What you could do is basically copy the information in the description that's on the Facebook group and put that into an email and kind of personalize it into your words. You can do it on social media. A great way to promote is on social media. And this one actually says maybe even post daily. We've got 2 weeks. And remember, if you want people to start on the 25th, we want their order to get in pretty soon, or at least by the middle of next week. So you can post it before, maybe even up to once a day, whatever you're comfortable with the link. And it's highly encouraged to include some before and afters with that. So, maybe and there's a link here to the company approved before and after pictures if you're looking one. So there's some links to some instructions there. With your weekly client check-ins, you can ask your clients can participate. Maybe they've been waffling. Maybe they've been not doing so great on the program. This is a great way for them to re-engage, recommit. And then you can also share like, hey, this might be something, who in your world may want to do this. So use your existing clients to be your referral marketing base for them. And there's some great language in here on what to say. So I won't read all that, but there's some great lingo on, what to say to people that know who you are and what you do, and maybe to new people that you're reaching out to. And also recommended that people that like your post, right? Maybe you post about the challenge and somebody likes it, but they don't respond and sign up. You can always, maybe private message them or reach out to them and say, hey, thanks for liking. Is there anything that you'd like to know about it? So we really kind of want to leave no stone unturned. And then the day before the group starts, that's when you're going to really want to be, following up with people, and especially those that have said they're going to do it, and, let them know it's starting. And I'll let you guys kind of read that. Again, not being discouraged if people tell you no, always remembering that no is not yet. But these have been wildly successful. In the past, we've probably done 4 or 5. I don't think we've done one since last fall, the one that Carol participated in. But they can be, we've had, as many as, sometimes we have 20 new clients as a result of it. Sometimes we've had 50 or more. So Julie, you want to share some, because you've been such a great leader in these events and had such success, some tips and maybe things that you could clarify or elaborate on.
Yeah. So I think last June is when we kicked off one, and it was such a great time of year to do it. And I just followed along exactly what we decided we were going to post. And I'm guessing we'll probably do a similar thing, Dee, where we'll have the post you can pretty much copy if you want to do that, or are we going to let people choose their posts?
People can choose their own post.
Okay.
A lot more flexibility this time.
Yeah. So we'll be able to give you an image that you can share. I probably would recommend sending it in an email blast. I would text it to everybody and use it as a great resource to connect with people, reconnect with your inactive clients, and use the image. And I would suggest just coming up with the text that you can copy and paste, so you can just literally blow through it, personalize the name obviously, but create a post that's your language and it shows excitement, and you just say, hey, Vicki, we have this kicking off in a week. I'd love to talk to you more. If you're interested, let me know and we can set up a time to talk, or something like that. Copy and paste it so you're using your time wisely. Same thing with the email. Send the emails and attach the picture so people can see it. And then use social media for sure, because that is the way you're going to keep dripping on people. Be creative with your posts, and then you can message with people. Last June, I think I ended up having about 10 new clients jump on board in June with the focus group, and it was awesome. And we got together that month in Charlotte. We had a really fun meeting with all the new clients that were really excited about the focus group. So use it to your advantage, because this is the best way to reach out to people, right? Like, you may be thinking like, oh, I wish I could connect with somebody and have something to say that's new or exciting. Well, here's the opportunity, right? You have this cool gift in your hand to say, hey, we're doing this awesome group for the next 28 days. Do you want to be a part of it? And people, like, what's that? We always used to say this in real estate. Activity breeds activity. So if you keep getting people excited, all of a sudden you're going to have this incredible thing happening because you're excited.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, very good insight, Julie. Beth Bilton, what you participated in was a little bit different. It was a similar type environment where we let people come in. They did not necessarily have to do the program. You want to give a little history on what your background is and what your experience?
Sure. It was right at 2 years ago in May, you had posted about the Health Challenge Games, the Meltdown Challenge. And I was at the point in my life, like Carol, that I was like, I'm so frustrated. I cannot get rid of these 10 to 15 pounds. I've got to get rid of them. And I saw your post, so I signed up. And I at the time, I liked that I could do any program that I wanted. And I was a lifetime member from another one. So I said, well, I'm going to go back and start doing that. Well, the first week I gained a pound. So I called Dee up. I'm like, help me, tell me about this program. And she waved her magic wand over me, and it sounded perfect. So I signed up, and I haven't looked back since. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So what's cool is, and it doesn't happen all the time, was both Carol and Beth are really great stories that not only did they enter for the actual challenge, but they, I offered them both the trilogy as well, right? So they both became health coaches. They have since brought on other health coaches into our organization. So a great reminder of really share the full trilogy with everybody, because you never know, right? You never know. Each one of them just kind of entered this not knowing what they were going to get involved with, and it ended up being life-changing for both of them. So I highly encourage. I'm going to post the Facebook group event. It's going to go live as soon as we get off this call. I'm going to encourage what's going to make it look exciting. I'm going to add the executive directors on the team. I'm going to add you as co-host. I'm going to add as many co-hosts to it as I can. Accept my invitation to co-host. And then if you're going to participate in this and promote it, please respond that you are attending, number one. Because what will help with this is when people start to see that number of people participating go up, it's going to seem like, whoa, what is this? And we'll be putting a lot of posts in there. I'll do some live videos, maybe have some other people, maybe even have some of you guys do, some shares in terms of how your life changed as a result. But go ahead and do that. And then be watching the responses because of who is attending, and look for, because I'm not going to know, like people might start RSVPing that they're attending, but it might be one of your people. And we have a lot of coaches on our team. So be watching the responses to see if somebody who has responded that they're interested, call the interested, interested or participating. That'll be up to you to reach out and connect with them. And here's the next challenge. We're all in different stages of our health games or our health journey. Some of us are on the 5-in-1 plan and we're rolling. Some are in our optimization. Some of us are like, I could stand to lose a few again. Something that really energizes and always makes a difference in people's business is if we fully engage in all the habits of health. It might not be the 5-in-1, maybe it's the 4-in-2 or something, but when we really start to structure our health again, it will make you excited. You'll look good, you'll feel good, and that energy will go out. So it's kind of cool to do it with our clients. I'm going to definitely be jumping on board to lean out a little bit, and then you can participate honestly and respond to the daily questions and things like that. And our clients love to see us, that we're human too, right? So let's open it up to questions. Just pipe in because I gave you a lot of information.
Is there a separate group then, Dee? So it's not our Eat, Live, and Be Optavia group?
No, it is our Eat, Live, and Be Optavia.
So what's going live, did you say?
Oh, in the Facebook event. In the Facebook event. So what'll happen is the way we're going to promote this is through a Facebook event. It's going to be a little bit different this time, where I'll post it and you'll see, but like pretty much all the details are spelled out in the about, and people can respond there. So then in there, I'll be putting some comments. We can all put comments in, but comments, you can do a Facebook Live in there. I'm going to pretty much mimic what David Bush has been doing in his.
So that's the event, but we're still doing the health assessment step 1 and then putting them in our Eat, Live, and Be group.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep. I have a quick question. You said you created a flyer, you and Larry. Is there something that we could have?
That was for one that we had done through the that I had done through the focus group.
Right.
I'd done through Synduit, and they had a flyer option.
Okay.
I don't have a flyer. I think what you could do is take the image and then use the verbiage and then put your contact information at the bottom.
Yeah, I've never thought about a flyer, but my husband's office, perfect.
Yeah, and like in your networking groups, it's something that you could leave on the table, like hand one to each person kind of thing. It gives you an opportunity to maybe give something tangible that's pretty inexpensive. If we have somebody on this call that's good with flyers and
Yes,
wants to
please.
take responsibility, sign up. Raise your hand. It's not me.
No, it's not me. I'll work on it if nobody else will, but I'll try. I'll give it my best shot.
Okay. And maybe just space where somebody could put in their name and contact information.
Yeah.
To personalize it. Thank you, Beth. Hey, Vicki. Yeah.
Hey, so I got on late because the other call was going late and I didn't realize it was over time. I was too busy listening to them. So I missed the very beginning, but with the event that you're doing the Facebook Live, the link, right? If we were going to repost and then somebody says, I'm interested, they might be responding to me on my Facebook, but they might just be clicking the link too. Is that what you're saying? To get into the...
Yeah, because you'll be putting, like, anytime you promote it, my recommendation would be, you could put the link to, you could either be sharing the Facebook invite, you can share it within the Facebook invite. There's an option that you can do some personal. You can either share it to your wall or invite friends. So you could actually do personal people that you reach out to. But like Julie said, I would private message. If you have specific people in mind, I would private message or text them. Like the blanket things only go so far. But if you don't want to keep sharing the event daily, you could just share the link to the event, copy and paste the link to the event, and then do your own wording.
Right, but if somebody's interested, are they going to click the link to get into the event, or they will respond to us? I guess that's what I'm just trying to figure out.
Either or. They're either going to put a comment on your board, like on your post, Vicki. They'll probably say, I'm interested, or tell me more, or whatever they're going to say. So you can, that gives you your opportunity to reach out to them via private message or give them a call. Or they might click the event and click that they're interested or want to participate. So my suggestion is, if you're participating in this, be checking whoever's attending or interested regularly to see if it's your people.
So we still have to add them to the group. Just because they want to participate doesn't automatically put them in.
And because you are not going to put anybody into Eat, Live, and Be Optavia until you've done a full health assessment with them. So what it's going to be is they're going to indicate that they're interested or they're going. They'll probably respond going or interested. And then you're going to reach to them directly and say, hey, I need to schedule a call with you. Go over the details of everything and hear about your goals. Right? Not necessarily use words health assessment, but basically you're going to get them to the phone and go through a full health assessment with them. And that's something different that we haven't done before. So I think it'll be really effective. Other questions? Okay, well, I guess we'll finish up a little bit earlier. Like I said, I will post the procedure document in the files section, and I was sharing a few minutes ago. I'm going to go ahead and post the Facebook event in a few minutes. Go ahead and indicate that you're participating, if you're going to be using this, and you can start promoting. Feel free to post questions in our coach group for the benefit of everybody. Just post it there, and we'll respond. If you live in the Atlanta area, don't forget we have the Lean and Green Night, our community event this Friday night. Super excited about that. If you don't live here, but you have connections here, invite them, and we will take care of them for you. And also, we've got the book club tomorrow night. We've got the Weekly Habits of Health online course. There's so much going on, you guys, to really help integrate our clients. And then, of course, for you and clients convention coming up next month. And lots of people are registering now. So if you're not registered, please think about it or invite your clients and coaches to come. So thank you, guys. Thanks for Beth. Go ahead.
Sorry, one more question. For the thing on Friday, are we coordinating food or are we just bringing whatever we want?
Just bring whatever you want. Bring something to share. Encourage your clients to bring something. If that's going to be a hindrance, though, just tell them, don't worry about it. Like if they're going to say, well, I'm coming straight from work, just have them be there. But all coaches are bringing something. And if you could help maybe with setup or cleanup, that would be great too. All right, fantastic. Thanks for taking time, guys. I'm super excited. Keep track of how many people you have sign up, right? And keep us posted so that we, for the things, so we can track the results of this. Thanks.